Hi, dear friends. I am Surendra Prasad Kushwaha, and you are watching my YouTube channel MOE by Surendra Kushwaha. First of all, I would like to most welcome in my YouTube channel. Today, I am going to make a video upon final account part 2. In part 1, I have given concept of final account and I have described about trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Not only these, what are the points are placed into these different accounts and why these points are recorded in debit side of trading account or PL account, similarly in credit side of trading PL account, trading account and PL account, and what are the points they are placed into balance sheet. So these all points have been already discussed in video part. So before watching this video, I would like to request you to anyhow you see the complete video of final account part first. In your examination, one single trial balance is given to you, and from the trial balance you have to prepare trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet, and additional information I think will be given to you. So okay, here is a question. The following trial balance relates BJ Traders as on 30 June, and a trial balance is given. BJ's drawing and capital 10,550 and here 1,19,400. Similarly, bills receivable, purchase and sales, returns inward, closing stock, commission, plant and machinery, salaries, traveling expenses, debtors, stationery, interest, bad debt, furniture and fittings, creditors, loan, wages, cash at bank, rent and taxes and insurance. Total debit side here 5,61,100 and total credit side 5,61,100. This is a trial balance. Now let's start to prepare trading account. First of all, you have to write the name of company. Name of company. And what is the name of company? BJ Traders. Here you have to write BJ Traders. Okay. Then you have to write trading account. Trading account. Okay. And then you have to write 13th June. Year is not given, so don't write. And you have to make trading account. You have to write here particulars, amount, here also particulars, amount. And first you have to prepare trading account. In trading account, actually in debit side you have to write expenditure of purchase, manufacturing expenditure, factory expenditure and all the direct expenditure. So you have to search first opening stock. Is there anywhere opening stock? No, opening stock is not given, so don't write. But here then after you have to look for purchase. Here is purchase. You see that purchase. So you have to write here purchase. Purchase in debit side. Okay, purchase is in debit side 2,56,590. Then you have to see about return. Here is returns inward. Return inward is sales return. So there is not written purchase return. Here is not any item of purchase return. So you don't less purchase return, just you put 2,56,590. If purchase return is given, then you have to subtract from purchase to find net purchase. Then commission, profit and loss account, plant and machinery, salaries, traveling expenses, debtor, stationery, interest, bad debt, furniture fitting, creditor, loan, wages. Here is wages. Wages is direct expenditure. So you have to write here wages. Wages is 40,970. So in debit side of trading account, only purchase and wages is given. In credit side, direct income, that is sales. So sales you have to write here, and sales is here 3,56,430. 3,56,430 sales. How do you know sales? Because here is purchase and sales. So purchase is in debit side, sales is in credit side. So this is amount of sales you have to understand. And as I told, you have to find net sales by deducting sales return. And here is sales return. Returns inward. Return inward means that is sales returns. Return inward, it is called sales return. So what is sales return? 2,780. 2,780. And you subtract now. What becomes it? 3,53,650. So, and there is a closing stock. I told you in video first, if there is closing stock in trial balance, you have to place in balance sheet. If the trading account, if the closing stock given in trial balance, it should be placed in balance sheet, asset side of balance sheet, not in trading account. But if the closing stock is given in adjustment, in additional informations, then it should be placed in credit side of trading account also, and in asset side of balance sheet also. Because it is given in trial balance, then it will be only recorded in balance sheet. So there is no any other points here. Now you have to close it. And how do you close? You add these both items. Which one is greater? I think this one is greater. This is 3,53,650 and this is 2,97,560. Which one is greater? This one is greater. So greater amount right here, 3,57,650 in both side. Here you also write 3,57,650 as you close ledgers. Similarly, you have to close it. This total amount of credit side, that is 3,53,650, and total of debit side, that is 2,97,560. Which one is more? Credit side is more. It is heavy. So the heavy amount you have to write here in both side. Heavy amount you have to write in both side. 3,53,650 is here, but it is 2,97,560. It means income side is greater, expenditure side is less, and when income is greater, then there is gross profit. So you have to write here gross profit. Gross profit, because income is greater, expenditure is less, and subtract this expenditure from income, and I have subtracted here, that is 56,090. You have to write 56,090. Okay, and sometimes if expenditure side is greater, income side is low, then there becomes gross loss, and that is recorded here. So in this way we can prepare trading account and get 2 marks. Now prepare profit and loss account. You can prepare down profit and loss account, or in another format you can prepare profit and loss account. So in the same format I am going to prepare profit and loss account. Here is 2 gross profit CD. You write this here, by gross profit BD. This gross profit CD should be recorded here by gross profit BD, because it is balancing figure. You write here 56,090. Then again let's go to search the expenditure. Direct expenditure is recorded here, manufacturing expenditure is recorded here, but selling and distribution expenses and office and administrative expenses should be recorded in profit and loss account. So I close this. You can make another format, or you can make in the same format. So you see here, drawing and capital in balance sheet, bills receivable, assets, commission. Commission is expenditure or income. If commission is given in credit side, that is income, and if commission is given in debit side, that is expenditure. If nothing is told, then you have to understand it is expenditure. But here commission is in credit side, it means it is income. So you have to write here by commission, because it is income. Commission received 5,640, and you can mark here like tick mark. It means the accounts has been already placed and you will be not confused. So you mark like this. Plant and machinery assets sent to balance sheet. Salary, yes, salary is office expenditure. So you have to write here salaries. What is the amount of salaries? 11,000. You have to write here 11,000. Traveling expenses, yes, it is selling and distribution expenses, or maybe what to say, office expenditure. You have to write here traveling expenses. That is 1,880. Similarly, debtor is assets, goes to balance sheet. Stationery is expenditure. Stationery is expenditures. Office expenditure. So write here to stationery. That is 3,370. Similarly, interest is expenditure, because it is here in debit side, and if the interest is in credit side, it becomes income. Okay, so you have to write here interest, that is expenditure, 5,870. Similarly, there is bad debt. Bad debt means the debt which is not assumed to be recovered. Bad debt, amount is given to debtors and it is not going to be collected, so it is called bad debt. And bad debt is loss, and that should be written in debit side of profit and loss account. Bad debts 3,620. Similarly, furniture and fittings, that goes to balance sheet. Creditors, that is liability, goes to balance sheet. Loan, that is liability, goes to balance sheet. Cash at bank, that is assets, goes to balance sheet. Rent and taxes, that is expenditures. Rent and taxes. So all the expenditures should be recorded either in trading account or either in PL account. Similarly, here insurance. Insurance is also expenditure. Bima Shulk, insurance, 400. And you see income side, that is goes to balance sheet. It has been already recorded. Commission is already recorded. And these are the items for balance sheet. So what did you understand? Here, from the debit side of trial balance, the points are placed in debit side of trading account or PL account. Only direct expenditures recorded in trading account. The accounts which are recorded in trading is very few accounts, that is opening stock, purchase, carriage inward, manufacturing expenses, factory expenses. After that, all the expenditures should be recorded here because these are office expenditure and selling and distribution expenditures. Now close it. As you close trading account, in the same way you have to close this. So add this. If you add this credit side, it is coming 61,730. And if you are adding the debit side, it is coming 31,760. 31,760. So which one is greater? Credit side is greater. So the greater amount should be written in both sides. You just think yourself, if income side is more, expenditure side is less, then what becomes? Profit. And that is called net profit. Profit and loss account gives you net profit, net loss. So greater amount is written and now subtract from this amount. If you subtract this expenditure from this income, it becomes net profit. Net profit 29,970. In this way, by preparing trading account, you get gross profit, and by preparing profit and loss account, you got net profit. But you must careful what expenditures are recorded in trading account and what expenditures recorded in profit and loss account. And these both items should be taken from the debit side of trial balance. Debit side goes in debit side. You see what amounts, what items are remaining now? Only assets and liabilities are remaining because all the expenditures and incomes are recorded. And in the trial balance, just assets, liabilities and capitals are remaining. So by taking assets, liabilities and capital, we have to prepare balance sheet. So I am going to erase it to prepare balance sheet. So what will you write now? Name of the company. Name is Bijay Traders. You have to write here balance sheet. Balance sheet. As on date you have to write 13th June. Year is not given, so you don't write. In balance sheet there is no debit side and credit side, but there is liability side and asset sides. So here you have to write liabilities, amount, and here assets, amount. In liabilities you can write capital also. Okay, and I told no mark, tick mark, you put tick mark. Tick mark means these items already recorded. So remaining items are either liabilities capital or assets. So the liabilities capitals comes from credit side and assets comes from debit side of trial balance. While preparing balance sheet, first of all you have to look for capital. And where is capital? Here is capital. Bijay's capital. Capital is in credit side. So you write here capital. Bijay capital. Capital is 1,19,400. After writing capital, you have to add net profit that is found by profit and loss account. And what was the net profit? That net profit you have to add. Net profit is 29,970. So add it. It becomes 1,49,370. And you have to less drawing. I have told you in video in final account part 1, if there is drawing you have to subtract. If there is net loss you have to subtract. If there is net profit and additional capital you have to add, but drawing you have to less. So drawing you have to subtract from this point. And what is the drawing? Drawing is 10,550. 10,550. Now net capital you have to write here. And it becomes 1,38,820. So bills receivable, here is bills receivable. Bills receivable means assets. You have to write here. All the receivable assets. Bills receivable. This is assets. And assets is 9,500. I have told you payable amount is liability. Receivable amount is assets. So here is one thing remaining, plant and machinery. Plant and machineries are assets, fixed assets, plant and machinery, fixed assets, tangible assets, and that is recorded in asset side. And what is the amount? 28,800. Here is debtor. Debtor means that we have to receive from that. So that is receivable. Debtor is assets, current assets. It is called current assets. So debtors means current assets and that should be written in asset side. Similarly, furniture and fittings. Okay, furniture and fittings, that is fixed assets. Furniture and fittings you have to write in asset side. Very simple. 8,970. Similarly, creditors. Debtor is assets, the creditor is liabilities. Very simple. Creditors, that we have to pay amount of money to the creditors, that is payable. So creditor means in liability side. Similarly, loan is also liability because we have to pay. Loan means loan amount is here 20,000. So you see that all the points of trial balance are placed. No. Here cash at bank is remaining. So cash and bank is current assets. So you have to write in asset side, cash and bank. 19,500. I think one point is remaining, closing stock. Closing stock, that points 89,680. I told that if closing stock is given in trial balance, that should be recorded in asset side. And what is the amount of closing stock? Amount of closing stock is 89,680. Okay, so you add this. You use calculator. If you use calculator, the amount will be 2,18,450. Similarly, this also becomes 2,18,450. Okay? And matter of happiness is that when you prepare balance sheet, the total amount of asset side and total amount of liability side becomes equal, and that gives you proof that your solution is accurate, correct, and you will get total 8 marks, 2 from trading account, 3 from profit and loss account, and 3 from balance sheet. And it is the problem without adjustment. So in next video you will see the video final account part 3 with adjustment with additional informations. If my video is helping you, so please subscribe and share to your friends. Thank you so much.